Have you ever caught yourself staring out of your office window wondering if there's more to life than deadlines and bills? What if I told you there's a way to escape, to live a life so rich in experience, so full of adventure that it feels like a dream, and you could do it for less than $90 a week? Yes, you heard that right. Imagine walking through vibrant street markets, feasting on exquisite meals, waking up to ocean views, and exploring ancient cities, all without worrying about the price tag. Sounds like a fantasy, but then what if it's not? Today, we're revealing 10 incredible countries where your dollars stretch further than you ever thought possible. These aren't just places, they're gateways to a life of freedom, luxury, and adventure. But here's the twist, you'll need to see it to believe it. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. You're lounging on a balcony, the sun dipping below the horizon, painting the sky in shades of gold and pink. A soft breeze carries the scent of fresh jasmine. Your biggest worry isn't how to pay your rent, it's whether to spend tomorrow snorkeling in crystal clear waters or exploring ancient ruins. This isn't a vacation, it's your life. Now, let's be real, you're probably thinking this is impossible. Life like this comes with a hefty price tag. And yet, it doesn't. For less than $90 a week, this dream could be your reality. But here's the kicker, these destinations aren't just cheap. They're vibrant, alive, full of stories waiting to unfold. Stick with me. By the end of this video, not only will you know where to find these hidden gems, but you'll also feel the pull of adventure calling your name. Let's dive in. Number 1, Vietnam. Have you ever dreamed of waking up in a place where every sunrise feels like a gift and every dollar spent feels like a secret unlocked? Vietnam isn't just a destination, it's a revelation. Here, your $90 a week transforms into a life of indulgence, adventure, and unthinkable luxury. But how is it possible to live so well on so little? Let's uncover the magic together. For just $40 a week, you could secure a charming apartment in the heart of Hanoi or the coastal allure of Da Nang. This isn't your run-of-the-mill setup. Imagine a home where modern amenities, cool air conditioning, and sweeping rooftop views of bustling markets or tranquil beaches are part of your everyday life. But here's the kicker, you still have $50 left to live your dream. And it gets better. Vietnam's culinary world is a feast for the senses and your wallet. Start your day with a steaming bowl of pho, its rich broth and fresh herbs swirling in the morning air for just $2. By lunch, a crispy banh mi sandwich overflowing with savory meats and pickled veggies costs less than $1. Dinner, perhaps sizzling seafood, fried rice bursting with flavor, or skewers grilled fresh on the street for pocket change. Every bite is an adventure. But then, just when you think you've savored it all, Vietnam reveals another truth. It's not just about the food, it's about the moments. Imagine eating by lantern light in Hoi An or sipping coffee while watching the world wake up from a balcony in Hanoi. These are not just meals, they're memories. Getting around is as effortless as the smiles you'll see everywhere. Hop on a motorbike taxi for just $1 or $2. Wind through alleys alive with colors and sounds. Discover ancient temples or cruise along the coast with the wind in your hair. But the magic doesn't stop there. For those who dare to venture beyond the cities, Vietnam's countryside is a painting come to life. Emerald rice paddies stretching endlessly, mountains hiding waterfalls, and Halong Bay's emerald waters dotted with limestone islands. You might think this kind of life comes with strings attached, but here's the twist. It's accessible, it's affordable, and it's waiting. Here's the thing, Vietnam isn't just a place to live, it's a place to feel alive. Picture this, as you sip a strong Vietnamese coffee, you realize something profound. This isn't just an escape, it's a connection. You're part of a culture that dances between history and modernity, resilience and celebration. And with a monthly living cost of just $340 and a global peace index ranking of 44th, Vietnam offers safety, affordability, and richness of experience. But what if you never take the leap? What if you miss out on the sunsets over Halong Bay, the laughter echoing in bustling markets, or the peace of knowing your dollar is stretching further than it ever could at home? Vietnam is more than just a destination, it's an opportunity to rewrite what you thought life could be. The food, the people, the landscapes, they all whisper a truth: you belong here. So what's stopping you? What's the first thing you'd explore in Vietnam? Drop a comment and let us know. Your adventure awaits, and it's closer than you think. Number 2, Albania. What if I told you there's a country in Europe where you could live like royalty on less than the cost of your weekly coffee runs? Imagine strolling through ancient cobblestone streets, feasting on Mediterranean delights, and waking up to views of pristine coastlines, all while spending less in a week than most people do in a day. Sounds too good to be true, right? Welcome to Albania, a land where time slows, beauty dazzles, and your wallet stays blissfully full. But how is this even possible? Stick around because this hidden gem might just rewrite everything you thought you knew about living the European dream. In the charming city of Tirana, $40 a week lands you a comfortable apartment in the heart of this vibrant capital. Picture yourself sipping coffee on your balcony overlooking streets lined with colorful architecture, lively markets, and tree-filled parks. The best part, you've still got $50 left to experience everything this incredible country has to offer. Food in Albania is a revelation, blending Mediterranean and Balkan flavors in a way that's as delightful as it is affordable. Start your morning with a flaky burk, a savory pastry stuffed with cheese or spinach for less than $1. Spend your afternoons exploring bustling markets, where $20 buys you a week's worth of fresh fruits, vegetables, and creamy cheeses. Dine out, a hearty meal of grilled meats, salads, and fresh bread might cost you $5, and it tastes like a feast. But Albania isn't just about affordable living, it's about unforgettable adventures. For just $1, you can hop on a bus to explore the stunning Albanian Riviera, where turquoise waters and pristine beaches rival any in the Mediterranean. Or wander through the cobblestone streets of Berat, the city of 1,000 windows, where history whispers from every corner. With a monthly cost of living around $400 and a Global Peace Index ranking of 46, Albania offers the perfect blend of European charm, safety, and affordability. So, what's stopping you? Could this hidden gem be your next home? Let us know in the comments. Number 3, Georgia. Close your eyes and imagine a place where the air is thick with history, where every brick and vine holds tales of resilience and beauty. Welcome to Georgia, not the US state, but the ancient jewel tucked between the Caucasus Mountains and the Black Sea. Here, life unfolds like poetry, and for less than the cost of a weekend brunch back home, you can live a life so rich it feels stolen from a fairy tale. Picture yourself in Tbilisi, the heart of Georgia. Your cozy apartment, costing just $50 a week, sits atop cobbled streets that hum with life and charm. From your window, you see a patchwork of pastel houses, their wooden balconies whispering secrets of centuries gone by. The city is alive, a blend of ancient fortresses and modern vibrance where every corner offers a new adventure. But then, the market calls. For just a handful of change, you fill your arms with fresh baked bread, juicy pomegranates, and cheeses so indulgent they might ruin you for anything else. Locals, with smiles as warm as their hospitality, invite you to try wine that isn't just a drink but a story carrying the weight of an 8,000-year-old tradition. Each sip whispers of vines tended by generations, of feasts that lingered long into the night. Therefore, Georgia is not just affordable, it's transformative, where you lose yourself in the glow of ancient monasteries perched on cliffs and the homunculus bazaars alive with laughter and trade. It's where you realize that life's greatest luxuries are measured not in dollars, but in moments that steal your breath. Would you dare to taste the magic? Let us know in the comments. Number 4, Sri Lanka. Imagine a place so captivating it feels like stepping into a dream you didn't know you were having. What if I told you there's an island where your dollar becomes a golden ticket, unlocking beaches kissed by endless waves, jungles whispering ancient tales, and food so vibrant it sings to your senses? Sri Lanka isn't just a destination, it's a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Picture this, a $45 a week beachfront retreat where every sunrise paints the sky in colors you didn't know existed. As you breathe in the salty air, you begin to wonder what's beyond that distant hill, behind that lush tea estate, or within the walls of a centuries-old temple. But here's the thing, Sri Lanka doesn't give away its secrets all at once, it teases. It makes you board the train from Kandy to Ella, winding through misty mountains and cascading waterfalls, daring you to catch your breath as nature reveals its treasures one by one. And then it surprises you. One moment you're savoring fiery curries and fresh fruits from a bustling market, the next, you're gazing at ruins that whisper the stories of ancient kings. The island has this way of pulling you deeper, making you ask, what's around the next bend? What haven't I seen yet? Sri Lanka isn't just a trip. It's a journey into the unknown, where every moment feels like the start of something extraordinary. So are you ready to dive into the mystery? Number 5. Armenia. What if I told you there's a place where the whispers of ancient legends are woven into the fabric of everyday life? A place where the mountains cradle secrets older than written history, and every stone tells a story of resilience and beauty. Welcome to Armenia, a destination unlike any other. Picture this: you wake up in the heart of Yerevan, the city buzzing with a quiet charm. The sunrise casts its golden glow over Mount Ararat, a sight so majestic it feels like a painting come to life. For just $50 a week, you could call this city home, living in a cozy apartment that sits at the intersection of history and modernity. As you step outside, the scent of freshly baked lavish fills the air, inviting you to explore the city's bustling streets. With $40 left in your budget, you can indulge in everything Armenia has to offer. Start your day with a walk through the Vernissage Market, where artisans showcase their crafts, hand-woven rugs, intricate jewelry, and relics of a culture steeped in artistry. The aroma of fresh produce leads you to the local markets, where $20 can stock your kitchen with fruits, vegetables, and cheeses grown in the fertile valleys. Every bite feels like a connection to the earth, the flavors rich and unadulterated. But Armenia's charm doesn't stop in Yerevan. A short bus ride costing just a handful of cents takes you to ancient monasteries perched on cliffs, their weathered stones whispering tales of devotion and endurance. These spiritual sanctuaries are as awe-inspiring as the landscapes that surround them. The adventure continues as you savor korovats, a traditional Armenian barbecue in a local tavern where the atmosphere is as warm as the hospitality. The simplicity of the meal, paired with the richness of its flavors, tells a story of a people who find joy in every detail. For just $350 a month, Armenia offers not just affordability, but an unparalleled depth of experience. It's a country where time seems to stand still, allowing you to immerse yourself in its rhythm. Here you'll find not only breathtaking landscapes, but a connection to something ancient, something enduring. Armenia isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to live, to feel, and to remember. Are you ready to make it your next adventure? Number 6. Indonesia. Imagine a land where every sunrise feels like a masterpiece, where the air is thick with the perfume of frangipani flowers, and the rhythm of the ocean whispers secrets only the soul can understand. Welcome to Indonesia, an archipelago of over 17,000 islands, each one a fragment of paradise waiting to be explored. Picture waking up in Bali, the island of the gods, in a tranquil villa nestled amidst emerald green rice paddies. For just $50 a week, this dream becomes your reality. The morning begins with the sound of tropical birds serenading the dawn, their melodies harmonizing with the distant crash of waves. You sip a cup of Kopi Luwak, the world's rarest coffee, as the scent of the sea mingles with the earthy aroma of the land. The day is yours to explore. Rent a scooter for $5 and weave through Bali's scenic roads, discovering hidden waterfalls that glisten like liquid diamonds. The markets beckon, brimming with vibrant fruits, mangoes, dragon fruits, and durians, each bursting with flavor. For lunch, a plate of nasi goreng, Indonesia's iconic fried rice dish, costs just $2, the spices telling a story of culture and tradition. As the sun dips below the horizon, you find yourself on a beach, toes in the sand, as the sky erupts into a fiery tapestry of colors. A beachfront dinner costs just a few dollars, yet the experience feels priceless. In Indonesia, luxury isn't about expense, it's about immersion, connection, and wonder. This is not just a place to live, it's a place to awaken. Are you ready to let Indonesia change you? Number 7. Philippines. Welcome to the Philippines, where the islands aren't just destinations, they're invitations to live a life you've only dreamed of. Imagine this: you wake up in a charming beach bungalow, the morning sun casting a golden glow on the turquoise waters outside your door. The gentle rustle of palm trees harmonizes with the rhythmic waves, creating a soundtrack that whispers, "You're home." For just $40 a week, this paradise is yours, and it's not just the view that'll leave you speechless, the food will too. Picture starting your day with adobo, a savory mix of marinated meat and spices, or a freshly grilled seafood feast that costs less than a morning lap back home. Fresh mangoes, plucked at the peak of perfection, melt in your mouth like nature's candy. Each bite is a little piece of heaven. But it's not just about food, it's about freedom. Hop onto a colorful jeepney for 20 cents and ride through bustling streets alive with energy and stories. Or charter a boat for a few dollars and find your own slice of unspoiled beach where the only footprints are yours. Adventure is everywhere. Dive into crystal clear waters teeming with vibrant marine life, hike to hidden waterfalls, or simply lounge on a hammock and watch the world slow down. The Philippines isn't just a place to live, it's a place to feel alive. Ready to trade stress for sunsets? Let the Philippines show you how. Number 8. Moldova. Tucked away like a hidden gem in Europe's treasure chest, Moldova is the place you've never thought about but won't stop dreaming of after today. Picture cobblestone streets that whisper stories of centuries past, sprawling vineyards that stretch to the horizon, and a lifestyle so affordable, it feels like a cheat code to the European dream. For just $35 a week, you can rent a cozy apartment in Chisinau, the capital where history and modern charm collide. And guess what? You'll still have plenty left over for experiences that would make even the thriftiest traveler smile. Stroll through lush parks where the air carries the scent of blooming flowers, or lose yourself in the labyrinth of local markets where $20 can stock your pantry with fresh fruits, vegetables, and artisanal cheeses. But Moldova's real magic is in its wine. Imagine sipping world-class reds and whites in the very vineyards where they're made for less than the price of a fast food meal back home. Did we mention this country has been perfecting its winemaking craft for over 5,000 years? Public transport costs mere pennies, connecting you to enchanting monasteries carved into cliffs and quaint villages frozen in time. Moldova isn't just a country, it's an escape into a simpler, richer way of life. Curious yet? Moldova is waiting, not flashy, but undeniably unforgettable. Are you ready to uncover Europe's best-kept secret? Number 9. Kyrgyzstan. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan, the hidden wonder of Central Asia where adventure isn't just a pastime, it's a way of life. Think snow-capped peaks that pierce the sky, crystal clear lakes that shimmer like diamonds, and valleys so serene they might just convince you to leave the chaos of city life behind. For just $35 a week, you can snag a charming apartment in Bishkek, a city where Soviet-era charm meets nomadic roots. But here's the kicker, this isn't just a place to live, it's your gateway to some of the most jaw-dropping landscapes on the planet. Feeling hungry? Grab a plate of lagman noodles or manti dumplings for a couple of dollars. Each bite bursts with flavors crafted from centuries of tradition. And if you're the adventurous type, hit the bazaars, where a few dollars can fill your basket with fresh produce and spices so aromatic, you might feel like you're starring in your own cooking show. Need a ride? Public transport is hilariously cheap. Just a few cents for a marshrutka, a shared minibus ride. But why stop there? Rent a horse and ride through the majestic Alatu Mountains or sleep under the stars in a traditional yurt where every gust of mountain air feels like a deep breath of freedom. Kyrgyzstan isn't just a country, it's a love letter to nature, simplicity, and adventure. So are you ready to embrace the nomadic spirit and rewrite the rules of your everyday life? And finally, Cambodia. Close your eyes and picture this ancient temples cloaked in the golden hues of dawn, emerald rice fields stretching to the horizon, and the tranquil lull of rivers whispering stories of civilizations long past. Welcome to Cambodia, the grand finale of our journey, a place where every moment feels like stepping into a storybook. For just $40 a week, you could call a charming apartment in Phnom Penh or Siem Reap your home. But this isn't just about where you'll sleep, it's about what you'll wake up to. Imagine mornings starting with a stroll through bustling markets overflowing with vibrant fruits, fragrant spices, and the chatter of friendly locals. For breakfast, indulge in a mock curry, a silky coconut delight, served with a side of sole. And then the piece de resistance Angkor Wat. Standing before this ancient marvel, it's impossible not to feel a profound connection to humanity's endless quest for beauty and meaning. A tuk-tuk ride to these awe-inspiring ruins costs less than $1, but the memories you'll make? Priceless. Craving adventure? Hop onto a river cruise down the mighty Mekong, watching floating villages drift by as life unfolds on the water. Or take a quiet moment to learn mastering dishes that are as rich in flavor as they are in history. Cambodia isn't just a destination, it's an awakening. A place where simplicity meets majesty and time slows down so you can savor every second. So are you ready to leave behind the ordinary and step into a world of wonder?